Hello, welcome back. In this unit, we're going to look at subpersonalities. Now, let's check for a moment what are subpersonalities. We have to understand that our personality, our functioning modes, we have many different facets. As a matter of fact, according to circumstances, we can be all kinds of different people. We can be a very hard-working professional, but we can also be a good boss, possibly a harsh boss. We can be an affectionate lover or a strong competitor, or at times where we go back home, a very careful driver or a fast driver, whatever. We can be a passionate traveler. We can be a gifted musician also in our pastimes. We can be a rather shy public speaker or a harsh father or mother, parent, possibly a much gentler son or daughter with our own parents. So all of these are different aspects of our personality according to circumstances. We have to get it clear that different facets of our personality tend to behave according to specific functioning modes in different situations, expressing different skills, expressing different feelings, different values, possibly different beliefs patterns. And all these little worlds sometimes our inner theater, sometimes struggle with contradictions. Our life is like a bus on a road in which different passengers take turns in the driver's seat, driving the bus. Sometimes this kind of facet of our personality is taking the lead, sometimes another part of our personality taking the lead. And in fact, it seems that none of them are the most experienced driver. They all have a more specialized, limited part of who we really are. The subpersonalities are not really who we really are. Who we really are is the driver of the bus. We've seen that before. There is a part of us that is like above our personality, a transpersonal self, a more resourceful, more essential self. The part of us that is like the deeper being, just a presence of consciousness, which experiences life in its many aspects, but is not to be identified to these experiences. Our personality is the more limited, specialized part of our being. We are just a presence, fully resourceful, connected to our center. So we have to be aware of our different personalities, recognize their complementarity, and allow them to harmonize and cooperate together, which is not always the case. We will see. Let's look at a few examples. And I'd like from now on that you take time to practice reformulation by yourself before I give my own proposal of reformulation. We can look at this dream example from a man, 48. He dreams, I am with a blind man and a woman, 3 people together, walking. The woman and I are taking care of that blind man on both sides. We lead him towards his home, which in fact feels like it's also our home. That home is not far away. We can see it right in front there, a few 50 meters away. We're just walking towards that home, leading the blind man. Now, how would you reformulate that dream? Take a few minutes, put the video on pause. So when you're ready, just go to the next slide. My proposal is, I am with a blind man and a woman. I identify with the part of me that is masculine, which means active, rational, and I am in touch both with a part of me that is blind, not seeing well, and a part of me that is feminine, sensitive. I am in touch with these parts. I don't identify with them. Together with my feminine part, I am taking care of my blind part, which is the part of me that doesn't see reality as it is, tends to see a bias, a transformed thing, not seeing everything. So we are blind to a number of things. The dreamer is in touch with that part of him that doesn't see. He knows there is a part of him that doesn't see things clearly. And he takes care of that part of him. We are leading my blind part towards my inner home, my resourceful self. Inner home, a metaphor for my essential, real, fundamental being, my deeper self. And I see we are getting close. It's not far away. This very simple little dream is reflecting the fact that the dreamer is in touch with both his sensitive and more limited blind part. However, he is associating with the part of him that is aware of all of this, not identifying, but aware. He can lead, he can bring the whole of his parts, subpersonalities, towards his center, his essential self. So the dream is definitely inviting the dreamer to go back to that home, feel this oneness, accept that there are parts of him that are more limited, more sensitive, more rational possibly. These different inner spaces can cooperate. So you can just invite him to take full advantage of this dream. Breathe into that. Feel that he is getting there. He can be possibly already imagining himself being home, feeling the oneness, feeling the full resources available. Let's look at next one. And again, after reading this dream, I'd like to invite you to do your own reformulation before you move on and look at mine. A woman here. I meet my earlier best friend, a friend with whom I have broken up some years ago after a big fight. She is holding a baby. She's not looking angry and aggressive as she used to. Her smile is full of tenderness. And she comes closer to me, pressing her baby softly against me, in between me and her. I'm so surprised she does this. I feel there is peace and harmony, almost a renewed confidence between her and me. That's the dream. Now you work on your own reformulation, sentence by sentence. When you're ready, just keep looking at the next part of this video. My proposal for reformulation, and you can check it with yours. I am aware that the part of me that used to be angry and aggressive, which I didn't like and fought against often, I was in struggle with that part of me, was judging myself. I'm aware that that part is getting closer to me and has been changing. Now that part of me has totally new aspects, a new being. Holding a baby. A baby is a new life. So this changed subpersonality that showed a more aggressive side of me is showing me, is bringing me a new life, a new being, a new part of me, the baby. She has lost the negative sides that she used to have. She is now tender and joyful. So it's quite a change coming up. There, already present, that the dreamer is aware of. This subpersonality wants to make me see and feel that something has changed inside me. Getting closer, pressing the baby softly against me. I am not yet fully recognizing this new reality because I'm surprised. Wow. But I can feel the change and I can sense this harmony inside, peace and harmony. A comment about this dream. Indeed, when you check it with the dreamer, the dream comes at a time where she can clearly perceive the change. Although she doesn't fully associate with that yet, she can see it. That previous friend on whom she projects her own negative qualities has a baby. That means a new life has come. Deep change is noticeable, but the dreamer sees it outside. She starts recognizing this on her own and she starts feeling indeed more harmonious, more peaceful. So what can you do with this kind of dream? Invite the dreamer to welcome this change and feel the peace and harmony. The feeling of the dream there is the most resourceful aspect of the dream. Get back to the dream, get back in touch with this feeling. Peace and harmony is there. Breathe into it. Make it yours. That's who you are, in a space of harmony, renewed harmony. And there is new life. There is something new coming into your being. Give it a space. Let it grow. That's what you can do. Wonderful dream.